Joined now by our Humboldt State Tonight regular coach, Christian C.J. Johnson. Coach, well, you just got on campus, and I want to say, I was sitting here thinking about, okay, what am I talking to C.J. about? Year one already done. Well, I guess not year one, because you literally just showed up on campus, and season one done, but you're still, I assume, getting acclimated with Humboldt State.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm still trying to find out
Where
some
to
of the
park,
buildings
right?
are, where to park.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, taking recruits on campus tours. A little bit of struggle there.
Who learns more on the campus tours, you or the recruit?
Certainly both.
Okay, well, year one, what are your thoughts on, or again, season one? Your thoughts, abbreviated for the folks who don't know a little background. CJ officially got the job when?
July 1st.
And the first practice was?
Oh, the end of the second week of August.
Okay, so you were obviously thrown right into the fire. And, most people know college athletics these days, it's really 365 the way things go. But look, you got thrown in there quickly. Just a reflection as you look back, coaching both the men and women for soccer. Your thoughts on your first season as coach here for the Lumberjacks?
I would say that I think from the players' viewpoint, we probably didn't accomplish some of the things that they wanted to. Coming from a coaching standpoint, again, throwing in their last minute, certainly there were some changes in style of play, and I'm proud of what the players, accomplished on the field and off the field, and in a short amount of time, I think we were able to get a lot done, and I certainly would have loved to have had a spring season with them,
right.
But at least I'll get that spring and winter in this year with them, and heading into next year. So I'm happy with the way we played. The men had a great turnaround, a great final month, going 5-3-2, 7 games on the road, 4 nationally ranked opponents. So they finished real strong. Women struggled the last month, but we had some really key, significant injuries. Who knows what would have happened if we had some of those players on the field.
What was the hardest part about taking over, a month before the season got started?
Well, learning the strengths and weaknesses of the players, the teams, finding where to make adjustments. I kind of had to go off a lot of what took place last year, as far as that's concerned. And so, it obviously takes some time to get those adjustments in. But I think that, like I said, the last month with both teams, even the women struggling a little bit, we still played good soccer.
So do you find yourself the last month of the season going, man, if I only had been here, this was actually wrapping up my first year, not my first couple months at Humboldt State?
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely felt that way. Glad to have had more time with them. And just the season goes by so quick, and there's only so much you can get accomplished in a short amount of time.
As Rob Smith knows, who will be joining us a little bit later, the football coach, he had the same sort of deal when he took over. And really that first year of recruiting is so big as you actually get to implement your stuff, bring in your own players,
Sure.
guys and gals that are going to fit your system. What is your game plan now that the season is wrapped up, and really this is where you get a chance to implement the Coach Johnson system here at Humboldt State?
Well, we obviously have some big shoes to fill. The women graduate 3 players, the men graduate 5. So definitely have to get right into the recruiting and take care of business from that standpoint. I do have my wish list of what I need to accomplish from recruiting as far as the next 2 years. And yes, you're going to try to go after some players that fit into that system, but I got to give Coach Andy, the former coach, some credit. He did bring in some quality players, student athletes. So I could have easily walked into a situation where the players wouldn't have taken well to my style of play.
Right. It wasn't like Andy left because there was a dumpster fire going on or something.
Right. So I really was fortunate in having quality players. It just took some adjustment.
Now, we talked to Coach Kinder and Coach Wood and Coach Smith, and we know about recruiting high school football, high school basketball, very publicized, very big. How do you find players for soccer? Is it the traveling teams? Is it the high school? Are there internet services? Do you have friends located places who, hey, I got this player? Or is it calls from players, tapes from players?
Certainly you get a lot of that. Every day you're getting the emails. You're getting a lot of mail. For me, it's really the travel teams. Okay. Club soccer. A lot of great tournaments in the state of California, especially down south. And fortunately, I do have a lot of contacts, down in Southern California, former players that I played college ball with, played after college with, a lot of former players that are now club directors, club coaches. So I feel like I have some good contacts. Now it's just hitting the road and getting to all those tournaments.
So you've been on campus now for a few months, and obviously on the North Coast. And recruiting-wise, you're going to sell them on your soccer program, but what are some of the things you're going to sell to a kid out of Southern California or a kid here locally as far as staying goes? What have you learned about Humboldt State that makes it a positive recruiting tool?
Well, I think one of the things that our university has going for us is that it is not a commuter campus, and so there's a lot to be said about that. You know, I've worked at both in my prior positions, and there's something to be said about that. Just the quality of, you know, of the institution. You know, what you can learn outside of the classroom. There's a lot you can take away from living here on campus, and you know, it's a pretty kickback, you know, area, and you know, I think there's going to be a lot of players from Southern California that do want to get out. They want to get out of the busyness of the area, and what better place than Humboldt.
Well, we talked about some of the better teams around, you know, Dominguez Hills and Cal State LA. Those are, you know, full-blown commuter schools. I've got to assume that for a kid who's graduating high school, coming out, who's been in a community-based, a school-based, where they know the people they're going to school with, it's definitely an advantage to come to a place where you're going to know the people because they live on campus, and it's really a school feel. It's not people who are, you know, coming in for night classes after work or things of that nature, like those big commuter schools, which are almost like giant community colleges.
Right. Yeah, and I think even from a parent standpoint, you know, I'm going to have a lot more hands-on with players throughout the year. You know, they're on campus. They're not just driving home 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and so I think, you know, that's somewhat attractive for parents as well, that coaching staff can have a lot more hands-on, just not on the field, but what happens in the classroom as well, and study hall, all that type of stuff.
All right, July 1st, you took the job. You were in construction this time last year. After a season of ups and downs, as sports are you happy you got back in the game?
Absolutely. I missed it. I'm so excited to be back, and I don't plan on leaving again.
That's what we like to hear. All right, well, hey, I hope your tours and campuses go well on campus, and you figure out the parking situation. Give me a call and let me know. Okay, thanks, CJ. All right, JB Mathers here. Rob Smith will join us. Drew Peterson will join us. We'll talk a little strength and conditioning, a little gridiron. Another beautiful day here on Humboldt State tonight. Back right after these messages.
Football parties on Monday nights are back at Bear River Casino. Hi, I'm Teresa Coleman, your 2009 football party host. Join us every Monday night here in the Thirsty Bear Sports Bar and Grill for your chance to win cash and prizes. Get signed up for the big board, guess the final score, and cheer your favorite team to victory. Come join us for the party.
Monday Night Football at Bear River Casino. It's more fun than you can bet on.
Win and bear it at Bear River Casino.
Escape to a whole new adventure.
There are plenty of ways to find us these days, but good old-fashioned word of mouth from satisfied members is our favorite. Coast Central Credit Union, your real local lender and financing choice since 1950.
Do you like authentic New York-style pizza? Come down and enjoy Big Pete's Pizza in Arcata on the corner of 15th and G Street, or our new Eureka location off the 101 on 5th and R Street. Big Pete's has 12 beers on tap, 10 big flat-screen TVs, and arcade games for the kids. Call us up for delivery anytime and let us bring you the finest pizza the North Coast has to offer. That's right, we deliver. Call us in Arcata at 826-1890 or in Eureka at 441-1151.
Time now for our Big Pete's Trivia. Big Pete's Pizza, Eureka, and Arcata. Okay, your trivia this week. Well, next week, Humboldt State men's basketball plays at UCLA. When was the last time the HSU men's basketball team won one of these Division I exhibition games? Give me the year, and we'll hook you up with some pizza. Send your answers to jb@jbmathers.com. The winner wins some free pizza pie, all courtesy of Big Pete's Pizza.